Okay, so let's begin with what is the Akashic Field. Because in this course, I will share you the technique of using the Akashic Records in order to connect with your inner wisdom, to connect with the God, with the angels, with the higher beings that wants the best for you. So, Akashic Records is a field of information that is around us, but also it's inside of us. From the Sanskrit, Akasha means ether, which means all that is around, the space. So let's imagine that you have some kind of information, like let's say a photo, and you can have this information in your album, in your photo album, or you can have it on your phone, or you can have it in iCloud. So in order for this photo to exist, it needs some kind of space. And Akashic Records is that space. And Akashic Records has all the information about your soul. It has the imprint of everything that happened in your life, in your ancestors' life, and also in your soul life. So by accessing it, you can access, you're like going to this library, let's call it like that, and you can pick up all the information that you need. And please remember that this library is inside of you. You don't need to walk somewhere. You don't have to imagine anything. Of course, we do it for our mind to understand it better and to follow it through. However, please remember that all the information or the wisdom is inside of you. So, Akashic Field is the field of information that you can access in order to gain all that you need, all the information that you want. And this information you can use later on in your life, because you can suddenly understand like, okay, what is blocking me from having the life of my dreams? And suddenly you see like, oh, okay, I forget about my inner child. I forgot about the pleasure, because you are accessing this truth, the inner wisdom, and suddenly you see it. And it sounds so easy. Just connect with your inner truth and you will know everything. Well, it can be easy, but it's the same as driving with a bike. You remember the first time you were driving a bike and probably it wasn't so nice. It wasn't so good. You probably maybe needed somebody next to you who would help you, who would just grab your arm and just remind you that you're not alone. It's okay. If you fell, I'm just gonna pick you up. And it's the same with the Akashic Records. The first time you're doing it, your access is the inner wisdom. You might be so wobbly and not knowing like what is coming from the Akashic Records, from the inner wisdom, and what is coming from my ego. So I am here to help you on this first ride. And I will give you step-by-step information on how you can do it. And the next week, probably you're gonna do the bike tours by yourself and you're gonna be happy and using it as you need. Okay, so now exercise. Please write down what for you is inner wisdom, inner knowledge. Use your own words. It doesn't have to be long, but please write it down, not only in your head, just embody it. Use your hand and just write it down.